Hello, all the interior design lovers. Welcome to house number 18, a place where we visit beautiful houses and discuss their interior design. In this video, we are visiting a flamboyant former holiday property of the German garment designer Tommy Hilfiger, and we are traveling to Miami. Please make yourself comfortable, we are starting the tour. The property boasts bold and colorful interior design choices as well as stunning ocean views. The Beachside Mansion was built in 2007. It is located just north of Miami on ultra-exclusive shoreline Golden Beach. The estate comprises a main residence, which has a modern structure plus 2 guest apartments and a beach cabana. The main residence boasts 7 bedrooms, 8 full baths, 4 half bathrooms, a gourmet chef's kitchen, an elevator, an infinity pool, and it is accessed by its own private beach. It can easily accommodate a large family of frequent house guests. We will discuss in detail the interior design of each room in the house. Tommy Hilfiger bought the mega home in 2013. We are here for the weather, the Latin flavor, the art and the palm trees. Most of all, we are here for the fun, says Tommy. Tommy Hilfiger turned to Los Angeles interior designer Martin Lawrence Bullard. Hilfiger admired his facility with bold gestures and integrating major art into domestic settings, specifically his work at the LA residence of Elton John and David Furnish, the tour of which is available on the channel through the link in the top right corner or under the video in the description box. The designer also counts Kylie Jenner as his client, whose first grown-up house he renovated and we toured on the channel. The link is in the upper right corner or under the video in the description box. The size of the modern structure house was crucial, as Hilfiger coveted space for works from his extensive art collection that had long been held in storage. The interior designer started by replacing ubiquitous dark wood paneling and expanses of travertine with clean white walls and new flooring of white glass tiles to cultivate a pristine aura. Let's enter the house now. In the white entrance gallery, we can see clean lions. It includes a chrome Mickey Mouse sculpture and a marble spiral staircase adorned with a 23-foot custom chandelier made from hundreds of hand-blown pieces of glass. The house was conceived as part art gallery and part 1960s-70s disco madness. Its audacious interiors were designed as a fitting space in which the German designer could house his art collection that includes pieces by his favorite modernist and pop art representatives. Art from the likes of Andy Warhol, Jean-Michel Basquiat, Damien Hirst and Tracy Emin lined the walls. One particularly intriguing piece by Marc Sejean, a security guard, guards the front door and stands next to a Keith Haring door panel. The work reflected on the far wall is by Mark Queen. As you'll see, every room is adorned with Hilfiger's private art collection. Tens of millions of dollars worth of rare pieces created by modern artists. Now we find ourselves in the living room. They say the heart of this home is the voluminous living room. It is presided over by a monumental collaborative painting by Warhol and Basquiat. The painting's vivid hues served as a central focal point and color scheme of the room's interior design. It is reflected in the purple and orange and white hair-on-hide carpet featuring lavish psychedelic swirls. The distressed mirror ceiling visually makes the room bigger and lighter. The white fluffy sofas repeat with its shape the swirls on the carpet. The sofas were specifically commissioned. Numerous cushions with the pillowcases of different textures repeat the color scheme of the painting. Red, white, black, purple, the white glossy lacquer circular side tables with mirror inserts inhibit the space. A large white fireplace can be seen on the left in the wall, separating the living room from the kitchen and the breakfast area. We can see a very limited amount of the ceiling light in the living room, but we can see at least 2 lamps on the side tables and 1 floor lamp behind the sofa. All lamps have a shape of bulbs, of bigger or smaller sizes. One more source of lighting in the living room, the mirrors. Not only they reflect the light coming from the windows, but also their white frames are fitted with lights. The large windows open out onto ocean views. Let's move to the kitchen, which we can very comfortably enter through the colorful living room. A gourmet chef's kitchen is equipped with Miele, Gaggenau, and Sub-Zero appliances. It has black and white chevron floors. The kitchen boasts a large white island with breakfast bar in the center and upscale stainless steel appliances. Acrylic stools, cushioned in Mongolian lamb's wool, which is not environment-friendly at all, gather around the kitchen's island. The chandelier is 1970s. The cabinetry and hood are of white lacquer. In the kitchen we also see ovens, coffee maker, and cooktop. Adjoining to the kitchen is a breakfast area. We can see Wick Munit's Ode to Elizabeth Taylor. It is mounted near a bespoke table that is encircled by transparent vintage chairs. Later in the tour you will see more transparent furniture in the house. A very cool lamp hangs above the table. To add more light to the breakfast nook, the circular base part of the lamp is fitted with mirror, and light is reflected in it. A large circular glass wet bar sits just off the living room, which is very comfortable, of course. It comes complete with the 70s-style bar stools. Above the cocktail bar is a spanning vintage disco ball that was flown in from Monaco. Why specifically from Monaco, you'd ask me, as if there is a lack of disco balls in Miami. I suppose the owners of the house have some memories connected with Monaco, where they first met each other, for example. Or perhaps in their circles it is considered cool to travel to Monaco and to bring some souvenirs from it. To make this part of the room less clinical, white and boring, the light blue Neo sign hanging on the wall helps to bring the disco vibe into the space. Moving through the bar, we enter a formal dining room, which continues the 60s and 70s theme. Its floor is covered with bold black and white marble chevron patterns. In the formal dining room, we can see chairs covered with mirrors and upholstered in cherry red leather. The chairs join a similarly spirited dining table. Above the table hangs a stunning chandelier. Another Andy Warhol and Jean-Michel Basquiat collaboration, Flower Prints, presides on the wall in the formal dining room. A black and cream zigzag carpet under the dining table repeats exactly the marble pattern on the floor. The carpet is, of course, custom-made. The room is divided from the bar area with chainmail curtains. Another bar is located in the psychedelic black and silver media room. On the walls of the room we can see pop art-themed prints. The ceiling is of silver color, the same ceiling we've seen in the previous rooms. The interior designer likes using this type of ceilings in the houses of his famous clients. For instance, we can see the same ceiling in the master bedroom of Elton John's LA house. The black and white leather sofa goes all along the room's length and can fit up to 10 persons for a cocktail party. And this is Mansion's movie theater or a screening room, decorated in orange and red hues for movie nights. These mesmerizing swirls on the walls remind us of those we've seen in the living room. The huge orange armchairs are in the 70s style. Now let's go to the master's sitting room. The room is pretty small in comparison with the living room that we visited before. The walls are painted white. The 3 pop art prints, shoes by Andy Warhol, on the wall inspired the color scheme for the interior design of the room. Of course, we like the green velvet sofa with the black and white cushions of various textures on it. We can see a lot of black color in the background of the prints. So the black sofa is added into the interior to color coordinate with the prints. And the black sofa is always a practical element of the furniture. No stains can be spotted on it. Now we find ourselves in the private office of Tommy Hilfiger. Isn't it always curious to see in what habitat designers work and bring to life their ideas? As you can see, the room is not big at all. Tommy's private office pays tribute to the Hilfiger brand with a mosaic of wall panels in blue and red with white reveals. One would think the wall panels are painted, but in reality they are covered in 4 suede fabrics. To underscore the effect of the blue and red wall panels, the interior designer mounted a red, white and blue work by Jean de Boeuf on one of the walls. Here we can see another artwork hanging in the private office. The glossy white desk with mirror inserts remind us of the living room furniture. The red leather chairs, which are very characteristic of the 60s, 70s, look a bit like those we saw in the formal dining room. Thanks to these tricks, the rooms of the house stay interrelated and interconnected with each other, and the interior design of one room naturally flows into the next one. And look at that cream white rug on the floor. It must be very soft. The black leather office chair that clearly speaks it belongs to the boss brings some color variety into the room. And now let's go to the master bedroom. The mansion's master suite is draped in dreamy white and has ocean views. It is furnished with a chrome four-poster bed with a hidden TV that pops out from under the bed. The bed is accented with a massive throw of Mongolian lamb's wool, which is very environment unfriendly, of course. The platform is covered in the same material. We think that nowadays synthetic materials are of such high quality. That is why it is better to use them in decorative purposes. It is such a waste of material and, more importantly, of an animal life to use its skin for the decor of an interior. As you have probably noticed, the room is full of white and silver colors and mirrors. We can see a silver ceiling, mirrored bed frame, and mirror compositions on the wall from both sides of the bed. There is a series of Marilyn Monroe photos on one of the walls. In the corner of the room under the photos, there is a white curved sofa, just like those sofas that we've seen in the living room before, and a black coffee table with silver inserts. It is not surprising why there are so many surfaces that reflect light inside the room. Thanks to them, the room looks less dark, and of course, it adds a glamorous, shiny and glitzy effect to it. And of course, they add a glamorous, shiny and glitzy effect to the bedroom view of the Golden Beach, the palms and ocean is pretty nice. There are her and his ensuite master bathrooms. Her ensuite master bathroom, which belongs to D. Oklepa, has a white tub with a TV screen up on the right and an amazing view of the beach. The floor is tiled with beige and grey tiles. The surfaces of wardrobes and cabinets on the right and left are covered with mirrors. Adjacent to her master bathroom is a powder room in white, silver and pink colors. On one of the walls we can see a big portrait of D in pink. In his master bathroom, an Andy Warhol silkscreen of Mick Jagger is featured. The wall at right is clad in a Martin Lawrence Bullard for Schumacher wall covering. Just like in her master bathroom, we can see a portrait of Tommy Hilfiger in his master bathroom. The portrait is in his favorite pop art style. The bathroom has tasteful zigzag lines with black and white drawers and an enchanting view of palm trees beyond. This is a walk-in closet of Tommy Hilfiger. Isn't it always curious to see a closet of a garment designer, especially if he owns a big clothing brand? The walk-in closet is fitted out with white color, and only the ceiling is covered with black and white zigzags, which continue the theme of Tommy's master bathroom. Through this element, the rooms look more connected with one another, and it reminds us that we are still in the same house. Now it's time to look inside children's bedrooms. The children's bedrooms can be divided by color: red, blue and yellow. With 7 children between Tommy Hilfiger and his second spouse D. Oklepa, they wanted to be sure their seaside pleasure dome was appealing for family gatherings. The interior designer crafted a series of luxe bedrooms, tricked out in arresting colors and patterns. The son that Tommy and Dee have together, and he is autistic. Another 2 children in their family from previous marriages are autistic too, but being in these beautiful bedrooms definitely makes the world for them a better place. The red room belongs to Sebastian Hilfiger. We can see the initials to whom the room belongs on the bed duvet. The bed is upholstered in red fabric. There are red and white candy stripes on the walls, shimmering metallic swirls. The pop art piece can be found even in the child's bedroom. Here we can spot an Andy Warhol Mickey Mouse print and a Coca-Cola print above the bed. This room also didn't escape the presence of a glossy furniture, red lacquer bedside table, a white desk opposite the bed, and a white glossy chair in the 60s style at the desk. And this is an ensuite bathroom. The most remarkable design feature of the room is the banana wallpaper, which is a scratch and sniff wallpaper. The next kids' room is a yellow one. It reminds me of a big yummy chunk of cheese. It is not a wallpaper, the yellow dots were painted on the walls. One more flower print by Andy Warhol is above the bed. This time the furniture in the room is transparent. The bed and bedside tables are barely visible. To accent the yellow color in the room, the curtains and a ceiling fixture were chosen of the same yellow color. An ensuite bathroom of the cheese room has orange theme. In general, the room looks more or less identical to the ensuite bathroom in the red room. The scratch and sniff wallpaper is only this time with oranges and has orange scent, obviously. The third kid's bedroom and perhaps / guest bedroom is painted white and blue. The pattern on the walls looks like different geometrical shapes. Next to the bed, upholstered in blue fabrics, stand glossy blue bedside tables. Above the bed, we can see two options of the wall art. The egg-shaped white and blue chair looks very cozy and reminds of the 60s style. The curtains are of blue color too, but the ceiling lamp this time is white. Most probably they decided to keep the room lighter amidst this royal blue color parade. After visiting all the major rooms in the house, some of you might think the interior design is overloaded with patterns, colors, and shine. The interior designer, on the contrary, perhaps followed the words of the legendary Miami design impresario Maurice Lapidus, who summed up the tenor of the town in the title of his 1996 autobiography, "Too much is never enough." And this is a gym. There are definite hints of Elvis in the gymnasium, where a convertible car has become a pool table. The gym is fitted out in Tommy Hilfiger's favorite colors, blue, red, and white. Looking at this blue and white patterned room, it is difficult to say which part of the house it belongs to. But judging on the sitting area and the kitchen in one loft-like space, most probably this is one of the two guest houses. The white corner sofa is accessorized with white, beige, and yellow cushions of different textures. Here we see more of glossy white furniture, which is so characteristic for the main house, the coffee table, chairs in the 60s style, and a breakfast table with the marble tabletop. Taking into account there are no windows in the room, the long silver bending lamp gives additional light to the sitting area. The black and beige kitchen looks very modern. Talking about the interior design of the house in general, the interior designer obliged with a kaleidoscopic array of colors, materials, and furnishings, all deployed in vignettes that scream glamour and the style of the 60s and 70s with the modern touch. Let's go outside now. The property offers plenty of room for outdoor living and recreation. The adjoining lounge area is equipped with built-in barbecue, bar, and fire pit. This detail tells us the Hilfigers are keen to spend their time outdoors, cooking and drinking. An infinity pool overlooks the property's 100 feet of oceanfront. The installed Keith Haring blue and orange sculpture right on the Poolside Terrace. The terrace is paved in travertine and furnished with white sittings. The plot is surrounded by palm trees and a patio with another bar. One more beachfront amenity, a cabana with a surfboard theme that opens directly onto the sand. In the surf shack, we like their lime green sofa and a transparent coffee table. All the required surfboards are practically stored on the ceiling of the cabana. In this house tour video, I can offer you one more interesting piece of information. You might be curious to know the monthly real estate tax for the property. It amounts to the annual real estate tax is $371,260. The family no longer spends much time at Golden Beach and has now moved up the coast to Palm Beach, where Hilfiger has 200 feet of sprawling beachfront mansion. The family sold the Miami house which was on the market for nearly a year. While the artwork and other furnishings were not included in the asking price, the couple was willing to part with some of their decor for an additional price. What room in the Miami house is your favorite, and would you be able to stay for a long time among all the patterns and explosion of colors on the walls? Please write below in the comments whose house or apartment you'd like to tour in one of the next videos with me. Please write your suggestions in the comments. See you in the next video very soon. We hope that already next year each person on this planet will have a home like this. Please subscribe to the channel, you would help the channel a lot, and please like this video if you liked it. See you on our next interior design tour very soon this week.